just what it looks like, right? That Wraith King, Razor, they're just gonna go in.
Yeah, but that would mean that they are
Razor
expecting
5.
like, yeah. And if they're expecting Razor 5, wouldn't you still ban out Mars? Because then all of a sudden that Mars, especially with Snapfire there too, it can be very scary.
I think Night Stalker is a good ban because if they wanted to go for it and flex the picks that they already have, on top of Puck, having another layer of silence could be very deadly against any of their heroes. And well, we already talked about how they have very limited damage output, especially in the early game. So Night Stalker becomes super tanky. He gets a BKB. They have no like abilities that can stop it. I don't think he cares too much about the Nether Strike. So having Night Stalker in the front line and the Wraith King, like these are very tanky heroes and very hard to kill. So I think that's a good ban.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense here. It's a common way that teams have been playing through the season as well, is make too many heroes that are unkillable, you know, either super high HP or Puck in this case. Broodmother last ban, very common hero to just get rid of when you're worried that, oh, have we forgotten something? You check over your plan, like, is there some hero that can change the entire way that we approach
we're winning
the game?
this draft, suddenly Broodmother kicks in. Oh, damn.
Who would play the Brood on Liquid though? Because normally it would have been Koikfa.
Who would play it?
Yeah.
I guess they just give it to Mickey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nyx Assassin will be the last ban from Team Liquid. All right, so what boxes does OG still need to tick? Because they still look pretty good, in my opinion, regardless of what their last pick is.
Solid 4 heroes, I would say. You have Roche taking potential, you have tower damage coming out from Wraith King, Snapfire, you have a bit of a flexibility as well. This could be like Razor safe lane, it could be Wraith King on the off lane, which was done in the DPC, so they can swap things around if they feel like they need to. Team Liquid getting rid of Nyx Assassin, great ban as well.
Oh, the Mars will still come out.
Against the Ember Spirit and Fever made a lot of sense, so now it's a bit more clear what OG wants to do. You mentioned the Puck Coil plus Snapfire ulti combination. Now they even have Mars on top of that, so if one of these ultis is on cooldown, Snapfire can play with the other one.
Yeah, this is like a very grateful game to be Snapfire because you have so much to work with. Even just Wraith King going in and stunning and running at someone. But it can be complicated to get the laning stage right, but the team fight of OG is looking really strong, and the team fight of Liquid is lacking right now. They do not have the big spells. They do not have that. They got some elusiveness. They have very fast heroes, but their team fight is really lackluster.
And they'll still go for that Luna that you mentioned earlier with the Shadow Demon being banned out earlier. We did see some signs on the wall. Waga, thank you so much for all your thoughts on the draft. Gotta prepare for the cast in a little bit, so we'll hear more from you later. And Lacoste, now that 10 heroes are on the board, I think... I personally, and I am, you know, I am a not great analyst, but I know what you're gonna say, and I agree. Okay, so OG's lineup does not look that good, and Lacoste already said, even though you couldn't hear him, he already agrees with me.
Did you say OG's lineup or Liquid's?
OG's lineup.
Doesn't look good?
Does look good.
Oh yeah, it's really...
Oh, did I say it wrong?
No,
but the OG's lineup just looks...
It looks
very good.
Looks great. I think a lot of boxes are checked. They can play extremely fast. They're playing their comfort heroes as well, so that's going to be good. A bit of a boost of confidence as well in this extremely important matchup. And Liquid, they try to fix the draft with Luna last pick, which I don't think they did. It's strong hero. It can scale really well. Luna's one of the heroes that should not be underestimated, considering that, like, you have a bad laning stage, you go to jungle, suddenly you're top net worth. So Luna doesn't have a I think she's one of the heroes that doesn't have like a flaw in terms of what she brings to the table in terms of like damage output, but she will need to be active because we already talked about how the damage output early on is a bit limited, and I think OG has this one. I would say like 70, maybe even 75-25.
Based on drafts, I am 100% on board. What we have seen from Team Liquid throughout the entire tour is that every time Team Liquid's on the back foot and there's only one miraculous play they have to pull off in order to get a victory, they have done that miraculous one play. So I hope that they've got something up their sleeves in order to put up a good fight against OG here, but we're going to find out. Only one way to find out is having the games played out while listening to our lovely commentators. It's OD Pixel and Wagabama.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, the action is beginning, so we'll be able to get you straight into the game here. OG versus Liquid. Game 1 of the best of 3. Waga, we've already had a few of your thoughts over on the panel, but to get into more detail, you sort of still sit, even though you now sat down and had a good look at the drafts, that OG's lineup just makes a little bit more sense to you?
I think I prefer being on OG's side. It's more complicated to play Liquid's draft, even though they did add some more team fight in the Luna ulti now, but they're just lacking so much lockdown, and OG can run in and be very aggressive, I think, in the mid game. That's the part where I would worry.
Sure.
They need a good early game here. Their laning stage has to be clean.
And then over on the side of Liquid, I mean, what are the strong parts of Liquid's lineup? I mean, for me, I'm looking at the Ember Spirit from Mickey, and I feel like, you talk about the lockdown the other way around, but for this Ember, other than the Dream Coil, Mickey should have a pretty good time jumping around this game, right?
Yeah, there's not too much that should be catching him until we see maybe, depending if Mars wants to go for something like a Yule Scepter just to help set it up. There shouldn't be too much instantaneous lockdowns, but that's also a lot of pressure on you as the Ember Spirit in this game, because you need to make a lot of plays on your own. Like the solo player potential here has to shine.
Yeah, we'll see how we can sort of kick things off in that mid lane matchup against BZM. The lane setup, not surprising, of course, from OG. This very strong lane up top. Tiger and Amar on the Snapfire Mars duo. So much minus armor into the physical burst.
Yeah, Mars' win rate has been really bad overall, unless he has Snapfire with him. Like, that's when his win rate has been a lot better. And these two heroes, they synergize so well. Already from level 2, they have incredible kill potential.
They're going to have to be very careful up here on the first levels or so. Liquid. Bottom lane, other side of the map, Zai and Bo3 joining forces here against Yuragi. And of course, Misha hanging around. I mean, what do you sort of think about the Razor in this position? Something that you like to see, the strengths of this hero played in a bit of a different way?
Yeah, I really feel like creativity is rewarded a lot in this season. It's something, Fada has been proving a lot previously, playing these +5 heroes that not everyone is used to. And so far, he's trying to do what he can, protecting Yuragi and his farm. I think Weaver is one of the strongest laners right now in Dota, though. So maybe the Razor will struggle here if Weaver bullies him a bit.
Yeah, we'll see how much Misha's able to offer up at the start here to keep Yuragi safe in this laning stage against the potential aggression from a Weaver and a Spirit Breaker that can come in rather early themselves. So over around the top, Tiger is going to quickly get himself back over to the tower. Of course, nothing that Insania can do about this. I mean, so we're sort of looking at the lanes across the board. Do you think we are going to see any of the cores struggle early on?
Yeah, I think Puck might have a hard lane on mid.
Yep.
I mean, usually I say that mid lane is sort of a wash, but I think Puck so far, it's 10-3 versus 5-2 lasted-wise. So Mickey is doing a great job leading the way, and I mentioned it on the panel that the Sleight of Fist does a lot of damage to Puck. He only has 2 armor at this stage of the game. So maybe we'll see a little bit of momentum for Mickey there. Might get level 6 before, which can be a key level.
Absolutely, yeah. You've got to keep your eyes on the moves that Mickey's going to be able to make, especially if it does come at that point where he's able to move to a side lane and BZM, not quite with the 6, might not be able to react with a TP and a Dream Coil.
But yeah, so far it's rather calm on the lanes. Not too many attempts even at kills happening. Mostly just some passive trading. Taiga non-stop fighting with Insania. It's pretty funny that the two of them end up being, battling each other since they used to be teammates.
I bet they love it though.
Yeah.
The vibes are still definitely very good between these two players.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm sure they're very much enjoying getting to challenge each other here from the laning stage. See, down bottom. The Red Fire Blast down to Bo3. Misha builds up a nice bit of damage here from Zai. Allow him to, of course, trade into Zai, keep that space for Yuragi.
Yeah, Zai has done really well as well, getting CS, by the way. Leading the way in CS on a Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, especially in a lane where you're against like a support Razor that's probably going to be taking some of your damage.
And that credit should go to Bo3, right? The fact that Zai is owning is always, there's a support behind you, making it look like you're just crushing it. Of course, he's doing his part, but it's all the zoning from this Weaver.
A fantastic farm from the offlane, no doubt about it. And of course, on a Spirit Breaker, a pretty scary hero in this patch. Zai's a good start. He's going to be roaming around and some excellent heroes to enable him as well if he ever sort of gets in range of Insania. That
Radiant's middle tower
gap
is
close
under
with the
attack.
Spirit
Oh.
Breaker setting up very nicely for the Grim's combo.
Cute little play there by Puck. He ends up getting both the runes here on BZM, so gets both the water runes, recovering a bit. He did take extra right clicks from it though, but in the end, no bottle refill for Mickey.
We'll see again, Misha. Trying to play around with Bo3, but Bo3's winning this trade for the most part. Charge is going to be heading over towards Misha.
He's going down.
It's been a quiet first 4 minutes, but we'll finally see that come to an end here with the first blood for Liquid. As Zai, top farm in the game so far, and the first blood as well. And again, as we saw directly there, a consequence of Bo3 sweetening up the kill there for him.
Yeah, that's just... he got a little bit too far away from the tower. The Wraith King really can't go over and protect him at all. And luckily for the Razor now, Jiragi has a Helm of Iron Will on his Wraith King, so he's going to be perhaps sustainable enough that he doesn't need the babysitting anymore.
No, it's going to be very hard to bring him down at this point with those early stats, and regen is in that safe spot. Top lane, Matu, 26-1. I mean, he's getting more out of the lane so far than Jiragi on the other side of the map. I mean, this was a top lane as well. Mars has snapped. Did you maybe expect to see Liquid suffer more than they have done here, or...?
No, I think I expect Liquid to try and get an advantage from the first like 10 to 15 minutes, because after that, things are going to get a little bit complicated with their draft. So right now, the fact that they are getting ahead a little bit in laning stage, if I was OG, I wouldn't really worry about it. But if I was Liquid, I would almost worry you're not getting enough. Look at Matumba almost going down.
Yeah, it's about one hit from being taken out there by Tiger. Liquid, they are going to be able to turn this around by looks of it. Bo3. Get the kill. Amar trying his best to take the bug off Tiger to save him. Doesn't matter. Bo3 gets the last hit in. Even Chasey gets some damage onto Amar. He's got backup of BZM heading over. Dream Coil's at the ready. We'll jump over to the back lines, drop the coil down onto Matumba Man. See if he can take out this Luna. He can't quite. Insania holds him back with the burst of the stun. Another orb's thrown out, but Matumba's able to easily dodge it, and he'll keep himself alive there. BZM not quite able to set up for a kill with that TP rotation, and now might be in trouble himself. He's got one more orb coming out. You see Bo3 trying to find the angle to get round to catch him on the retreat. And Mars stepped up back with Tiger. Matu, he's the one of fault. Bo3's still going to try and see if he can get BZM. But, and he has with the bugs out. Bo3 will be able to make sure the Liquid do get the trade.
Wow, what a huge solo kill to get the mid. Getting that down in the end there, Bo3 wrapping around, and now he has earn charges, something I always hype up when I cast, because it's so important. The Weaver now has much higher kill potential than he did before. So look at him to try and make more big plays. His rotation top was what started everything. Unfortunate for Liquid though, losing Matumba, they got a little bit greedy.
I think me and Matu wanted to sort of join in the fun with Bo3. He was like, oh, we're going back in, I want to step forward. And then suddenly, of course, Amar and Tiger turn up and smash him down.
Yeah, also curious build he's doing on Luna so far. He's 2-0-3. Like, we've seen a lot of, like, maybe 1 point losing beam or, you know, getting 2 points early in Lunar Blessing, but usually you fall back into the glaives as well pretty early. But this just makes him a little bit stronger for fighting right now, going no glaives.
Bottom lane. And they're going to set up onto Misha with the bugs to charge forward. He'll start the link, but no chance surviving again. I mean, Bo3 definitely seems to be man of the match so far in this first 7 minutes. Top lane.
Yeah, he was chasing after the Mars there in the tree line on Insania, and he just gets speared and then comboed by the jump from Snapfire. Not even going Scatterblast, by the way, just going for the little Shredder, reducing all the armor, and then the bonk from Mars comes in. Oh yeah, that's a really strong kill.
Yeah, that's set up for one of the heavier physical damage nukes in the early game.
Look at this skill build as well. He's 3-3-0.
He does like to hold back on putting the point into the arena. You know, Amar, he only takes that ult when he knows that it's needed, and as you say, this time not even just holding the skill point in limbo, committing it to just maxing out the ability of his first 2 spells. Yeah, he does like to hold back on arena. See Mickey. He's going to come in, Tiger, and he's going to be burnt down here by the Flame Guard. Now Mars in trouble as well, the 4 of Liquid. Bringing the numbers up here to shake OG out of this top lane. And Bo3 just casually dominating 8 minutes in on the Weaver.
Yeah, Bo3 having a fantastic start, and also that was the first real rotation.
And just as he made some action out bot off, he's going to be able to come down bottom and join with Zai. They take out Misha. Uragi should be able to run the two of them down, and at least, yeah, he's under no threat. They can't turn and kill this Wraith King quite yet with the two of them. But yeah, action is picking up. You did say, you know, first, 10 to 15 minutes, Liquid, they need to be ruling the map. They certainly are. They're keeping OG on their toes in this early game.
They are, but to credit OG are still getting farm. Like, the advantage is still less than 1,000 gold. So yeah, we've seen a lot of kills, but it hasn't really resulted in a dominating lead by any means. So OG, they just need to keep their calm, get their levels. Their timing is not now, but oh, Taiga. Oh, Taiga.
Bo3 on the high ground, providing the vision setup for Zai to come crashing over towards Taiga. 5-0-3 now on the Weaver. 4 urn charges ready to use to keep this momentum going.
Yeah, also getting an Ocean Heart on Weaver is pretty nice, because the way he moves around the map so much, he's running in the river quite often as well, getting some mana back. Now we'll see on mid lane, charge onto Puck.
See what they can do about this. Has got the Dream Coil if he wants to try and fight back. Jump over to the orb. They'll come over the Sleight of Fist. Bo3, he's diving underneath the tower. They'll be able to get the kill. He's even able to get the Dream. The time-lapse back out. He's fine. Misha also taken out beyond the tower. This is double kill for Mickey. Bo3 sneaks away, dodges the Ray Fire Blast. OG, they come in to try and push back Liquid, but they don't get anybody out of this.
Oh, nice cookie, but he doesn't commit the ulti. Could maybe have tried for a snipe there on Weaver since he doesn't have ulti ready, but Weaver stays alive.
A lot of damage on this mid-tier 1 tower done already as well by Liquid, as they'll keep the pressure on. Bo3 able to maintain some ward control here.
Yeah, I mean, Bo3 is showing why Weaver is one of the most picked heroes right now, and why he's so strong. And right now, I'm just not seeing the value of the first pick Racer, right? This was a first pick Racer, he's 0-4-0 now, whereas the Weaver was left in the pool. I feel Liquid got the better trade there. Of course, the overall team composition, though, I'm still favoring OG's like ability to play off each other. But if it falls out of hand too much,
sure,
you won't be allowed to.
Sure. I mean, yeah, as you say, what we expect from OG's draft is that, you know, inevitable team fight where everything comes together and suddenly Liquid can't deal with the full 5-on-5. And that's getting close. You know, once Samar has the Blink Dagger, you know that sort of fight's going to be looked for. But top lane, they're going to look to try and punish him before he's able to get him. Close the gap. And backup is coming in, but Mickey's ready to jump forward with the Remnant. Sleight of Fist takes out Amar, runs down Tiger. Misha's TP'd in, but he's got no part to play now with his teammates already taken down. They dive in, they kill him off as well. Bo3's able to time that's back to safety. 3 dead. As Liquid, now we are starting to see these kills come together and begin to bump up the gold lead for them.
Yeah, now they're all running at BZM. They're not slowing down. Now every single hero apart from Luna is getting involved and moving around, while Luna just happily farming, getting all the space she wants from this. Yeah, this that was very much 1-by-1 feed, and right now they need to combine their spells. They need to use Snapfire ulti. We still haven't seen it. They need to use it together with Mars or Puck, but every time they try to start setting something up, Liquid are already running them over.
Bottom tower has fallen.
This is, yeah, some fast stuff already. How close to the Blink? Well, 1,700 gold into the Blink Dagger.
There it is. They're coiling on the mid lane, trying to kill Ember.
They just didn't have the damage.
No.
Mickey's able to stand through it and walk it off. Flame guard up, he's fine.
But that's my confusion. They didn't commit the kisses immediately on the coil. If they did, I think that was a kill. I think OG are getting in their own head a little bit at this point.
Top lane. They get the catch onto Amar once more. Bo3 inside. They make the moves. We'll see the TP coming from BZM, but Amar, he's already down. He'll get the arena off. Misha tries to step up, but there's only so much he can do as a support Razor, really. He can't run in on this. Liquid, they get the kill, and they're not punished for it at all yet again. In fact, Liquid, they're not even done. Mickey's coming in from the side with the DD rune. He does get linked up and silenced, but he kills off Tiger. He's even running back in. Another Sleight of Fist to the Remnant now. He's going to be able to get away. Bo3 comes over with a Shikucha. He's killed it off BZM. Misha's also going to get cut down by the Sleight of Fist. Oh, it's getting bloody now.
Oh my God.
17-2, which is 13 minutes in.
What a game one we're getting here in this regional finals here. It looks like Liquid have come in more than prepared for this. I mean, this is insane. Look at Bo3's been in 16 kills in 13 minutes.
Oh, yeah, he's having... I think this Weaver's probably got to go in the next game.
I don't think Bo3's getting to play it again. No, I don't think so.
I think that might be it for the whole of this this tournament for him on this hero. If this showing's anything to go by, gets the tower kill in the mid lane. Is that what, the full Vessel out as well?
He has Vessel now. The entire Vessel is completed. I mean, that's already so big impact, having the increased damage. And yeah, well, this is, I think OG are just kind of out of air. They're like, what's happening here? They're trying to move top. Right now, OG, they're calling like, we need to go together. We have to stop feeding one by one, group up, and make something happen together. So they're going to move everyone towards top. What the fuck?
I mean, beautifully done there. Zai straight from the shadows with the ultimate, leaves no chance for BZM as they permanently lock him down.
Yeah, the Shadow Blade charge is online now as well. That's just one more thing to worry about if you go alone. And since Puck is not there, OG, they want to move top and do something. Right now, they're move top and do nothing. They're sitting there, missing their mid-hero.
There we go. This is the blink reveal on Amar.
Oh, yeah, that was not the catch.
Oh, but they're charging over. Zai's going to be able to get the connection on all three of them. Tiger's dead. Slight change combo from Mickey. Sets up onto Misha. As soon as the fight started, OG, they've lost two heroes. Yuragi and Amar, they're having to run. We'll see TP coming in. A quick dodge off the spear as Mickey jumps over, kills Amar. Bo3 has been silenced. Can they even kill him? They can. They'll finally kill the bug, but it's costing them so much here. They lose the first life on Yuragi. BZM's having to hide in the trees. Misha, he'll commit with the buyback. He can't allow these two cores to die. There's a Liquid will respect the buyback. They'll back off. I mean, finally, OG, they're able to take somebody down, but again, it's still just such a heavy cost, continuing to fall further and further behind.
It's 8,000 net worth lead difference right now. We are 15 minutes in. That's an absurd lead that they have claimed already. And that's just going to amount so much pressure. So yeah, Liquid, they've done more than I asked for in terms of win the early game, because later on will be difficult. They have destroyed the early game. Right now, they need to just hold on to the advantage here.
Yeah, and of course, Matu, he's silently just getting all the space. You know, you see Luna at the top net worth. It's going to be hard with this sort of chaos for Yuragi to really catch up to this farm that Matu's hit. He's hit these early timings, the Masker Man is the Dragon Lance. This Luna's only going to speed up in the farm.
And a telling factor in his item build is that he's going BKB next. He could have gone for even more into Manta style, a greedier item, but he goes BKB. He wants to capitalize on the advantage they have and make something happen with it.
Very wise.
I mean, OG, what is the plan? You know, OG in this situation, what are they looking to do here to try and bring this back?
They're missing the natural thing that almost every team looks to have, which is taking the enemy tier 1 safe lane. They're going to go there and try to bring it down, finally getting it. Are they still going to get punished for it? No, I think they just walk away. I think they have to try and consolidate farm, try and get to the point of Desolator on Wraith King, so he can start one-shotting people, sort of.
Yeah, we'll see them come with a smoke, but yeah, these BKBs, as you mentioned on Matuma Man, and of course on Mickey's build, Phase, Orbital Corrosion, BKB. Gets us super early in the build, and these BKBs, if they can get them off, it stops exactly what OG wants to do with their team fight. Mid lane, Zai with the setup, starts to become on a BZ, and the arena comes down. They're looking to try and kill off Zai. Matu wrapping in from the side with the Eclipse. Bo3's in on the back lines. They've killed off BZM. Misha's going to be run down by Mickey. Amar taken out by Bo3. 4 heroes dead on OG. As OG, they smoke, they try and get the combo together. They only kill off Zai. They just can't get anything more. It just seems impossible for OG to slow Liquid down at this point.
Yeah, Liquid now gonna go with a very confident Roshan. You kill almost the entire enemy team, then you go into Rosh. And they have Weaver as well as Luna Aura here, so they should be able to bring it down before anyone comes to contest it too. As the bugs go down, Rosh will start ticking down faster. And yeah, Yuragi just kind of wondering where is he supposed to go. He can't go too far out on the side lanes because he knows Spirit Breaker, Weaver, Ember, they will show up. They'll be there. Like, it doesn't take very long before the punishment is there.
Yeah, and it's just sort of, you know, looking at the items that are soon, well, sort of next queued up for OG, and it's hard to sort of really see the next component that's going to be among their lineup that's going to change the outcome of these fights.
Yeah, I mean...
Like at what point do they sort of hit a moment of strength again, do you feel, with these heroes?
Yeah, I spoke about the Desolator because it's the only thing that was really on the horizon. They don't have anything that close. Of course, they're gonna look towards getting a blink on the Wraith King as well, and that would make it easier to play around, but it's a long time until then. For now though, I think OG are just in they're in panic mode. Find whatever farm you can, but you cannot take a fight into Aegis. And that means Luna, she will force tier 2 towers.
Oh, absolutely.
Right now, bottom tier 2 tower will be contested. Yeah. And I think OG let it go. I don't see how they can defend this at all.
Yeah, Matu's push is going to be pretty unstoppable coming in at this stage with the farm that he has. 19 minutes in, BKB, Dragonlance, Mask of Madness, Aegis.
Yeah, Taiga trying to be cute, cutting creep wave, but immediately Spirit Breaker is charging over, so he has to TP out. We see the turn on the Spirit Breaker. He's like, I'll find you in Fountain.
With the towers, they'll be able to push down with this Luna. It's getting closer and closer to that point where they might be ready to dive into the base and take OG down.
Yeah, I mean, Wraith King just farming Ancients, getting what he can. This tier 2 tower bottom, it never stood a chance. There was no chance they were going to defend it. And I think Liquid could poke high ground and force people home, which is what Matumba seems to be calling right now. Or maybe he just wants this one wave and back. I think he's going, though.
I mean, they're definitely set up in a way that they could threaten it and just sort of see what comes out of OG as a reaction to this sort of push.
Yeah.
Are scanning.
It's definitely the better play here to just go and at least poke high ground. You have Aegis.
Yep.
There is very little risk in sending up Matumba Man and try to do some damage here. But they see the reaction is here, the wave clear. As all the nukes come out, creep wave dies immediately. He's just going to back out.
Yeah, they got what they wanted, a reaction, and mid lane, Mikkei's already bringing the creep wave in, so potential for a tier 2 here if they do want to stick around, get a bit more usage out of the Aegis. And obviously in that top lane, many towers to clean up still. Tier 1 also still standing. Okay, bringing that around here with his illusions.
Man, look at Bo3. He's going for not Aghanims on Weaver. He's going for another BKB as well, is what he has queued up right now. He could still go back for Aghanims if he wants to, but I don't think he needs to. There's not so much single target burst, it's like AoE damage, right? So if everyone just has BKB on the side of Liquid, or at least 4 heroes BKB, what are OG to do? At that point, I think they would have to, you know, try and bait BKBs and then fight, but it's so hard.
You can see Zai going for Tiger up top. It should be a pretty easy kill here. Tiger trying to push that wave out, but won't be able to do so any longer as Zai knocks him out of the game.
Yeah, double null talisman and fairy trinket on Spirit Breaker. That charge is magical, and it does a lot of magic damage at this point. The greater bash, of course, coming in.
Radiant structures are fortified.
With the creeps brought around on the top lane. Have no trouble taking the tier 1. Mikkei even hunting a little bit here in the jungle. He's got eyes on Amar, so Zai's going to be able to come over and join forces, and of course they still own the outpost. So this will be an easy TP over for Matumba Man. As Amar, he's got very little places to run here. Spear's already been used, won't be able to knock back Zai. Zai crashes in on top of him.
Zai getting the last hit as well puts him really close to Black King bar now. He almost has it. That would be the 3rd BKB online for Liquid, and I think they don't want to see any of these tier 2 towers still standing. Right now, Matumba already going for the mid one.
Mid. Bit of a poke onto Matumba Man, but he's just an absolute beast at this stage.
Radiant's middle
Yeah, he's
tower
about to
is
hit level
under
18.
attack.
He's really farmed.
See bottom Zai. Is he even thinking about maybe going back in? BZM knows not to mess around. TP's away immediately.
Radiant's
See this
top tower is
again
under
here. Amar is trying to do what he can in the jungle, but it's unfortunately not a safe space for him.
That's the story of the game, right? Like, OG don't have anywhere that feels safe, and it's all coming back to why they... Like, the laning stage was lost too hard. We're right now 27-4. 12,000 gold advantage, and the towers, you know, they only took 1 tower on Team OG. Already lost 4 of them.
So they can catch here. They'll take what they can get at this point, OG. It is just a support.
It's a consolation kill.
Yeah. It's something. Of course, Liquid, they do not mind fighting with 1 man down. They know how strong they are, 4 versus 5. They just charge in and pick apart BZM right in front of the rest of OG. There's nothing they can do to save the puck. As now they're ready to go for more. Zai charges across once more. Tiger's trying to get the kisses going, but Mikkei jumps over to the back lines, deals with Tiger. Amar gets the arena out, but there's no follow-up.
Yeah, the crucial item timing is just so different in this game between the 2 teams. Like, your first item on Ember in this game was BKB. That's such an impactful change to how the game has to be played. Now, Ember's just ignored in the team fights. No one is doing anything to him, and no one realistically could. Meanwhile, the Witchblade on Puck, I mean, yeah, you get a bit of kill potential, unless, of course, the enemy has a BKB going, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting rough. It's getting rough. Oh, see if they can... No, they should have this. They do. Bo3's caught a little too close to the tower. OG are able to take him down. That's a good job those two were. I mean, we're seeing the sort of gold of Bo3. He's about to overtake that at the mid and the off lane of OG. So OG better keep him out back down.
Yeah, the Blink Dagger is probably the only way you're going to get back into this game, finding Blink kills repeatedly.
Of course, this combo, incredibly deadly. Zai set up there by Instania, charges over, Tiger's out. 31-6, we're just 24 minutes in. And we have these 31 kills by Liquid.
Yeah, this is what Suns fan, as I was casting tiebreakers with him, he would have called this an absolute shellacking, because that's what's happening. Yeah. I mean, there's no way for OG to really find peace here. They're trying to finish BKB on Mars. I think that's what they're waiting for. He has 1800 gold, needs the recipe and the Ogre Club, so still got a little way to go here. And every minute that goes by, Liquid are making another move, going somewhere and trying to extend their advantage.
Some planners from OG now. Aegis is gone. Matu, so something less to deal with. Still sort of just having to stick around Yuragi as he farms the map.
Yeah, and Zai very happy on his Spirit Breaker. I mean, he got his BKB not that long ago. He almost has an entire Kaya right now on the Spirit Breaker. Very quickly added afterwards, and of course we're gonna see that charge damage. This bash is gonna hit for so much, especially if he gets buffed up by Grimstroke's Inkswell. Which, by the way, he has Shard on Grimstroke. A Shard that I think is super powerful, one of the best in the game, and it was purchased very early here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Roshan's back up and in a good time as well. Liquid, I mean, at this point, they can just casually step into here and probably not fear OG whatsoever. I mean, OG, they do still have that teamfight combo, but as we're seeing with the BKBs, as long as Liquid's got those ready to press, they're easily able to sort of outlive that jump of the arena, the first few blasts of the kisses, to the point where they just don't take any damage. Yeah. So OG, they'll smoke up, but it's all too late. Liquid's able to finish the Roche. Another round of Aegis onto Matuma Man, and he's also able to grab himself that shard.
Oh yeah, he has the shard, and he also has the Daedalus already, so that shard immediately gonna be super powerful, doing the auto attack, of course, on your nuke.
It's just so much damage.
If you get a crit on that nuke, I mean, you can almost insta-kill like Snapfire. Oh, not really, but it's a lot, yeah. Yuragi is in trouble.
Now he's been trying to find somewhere to farm, but Liquid come over straight away. The rest of OG, they're bailing on him. They know there's no chance of getting their Wraith King out of there. They've got to let him die.
When you see on the minimap, the entire team just turns around, walks the other way, you know? Like, he might not even have realized himself yet that, oh, I'm sold, but yeah, it's over for you. Trying to be cheeky, trying to get some farm on the enemy territory. I think you have to. This is a desperate enough game.
You gotta try something, yeah.
Yeah, a desperate enough game. If you play it safe, you lose 10 out of 10 times. There's no way you win. You gotta make some ballsy moves. The tough part is, ballsy moves against Spirit Breaker don't really work that well. You can't just run down the lane, because you're gonna get charged. So the only thing you can do is try and steal neutrals. But no time for that now, as the Luna is already sieging the high ground.
Talking about the high ground, I mean, do OG have some sort of... Oh, they try to catch Matuma Man off guard, but he's instantly responds with a BKB, so the spear combo from Amar will fall flat.
Yeah, he didn't BKB himself as well on Mars when he jumped in there, so he was immediately caught.
See, DZM try with the jump in. Still gets caught out by the slight chains, but no Amar, no Mars, no Arena, no chance of starting off a defense as Liquid are able to just step in, take the mid-racks with any further sort of contest being fired their way from OG.
And they look like they want to continue. Top is going to be next. They have the sustainability, going base and healing up. They also have a bunch of Vessel charges on the Weaver if they want to heal up. Yeah, there's not really any room given to OG to make plays. They're going to have to try and do the same thing, though. That's their only move is sending in Mars first. So he's respawning now. He's coming up. He's going to look for a jump. But there's night vision on Luna, so it's not so easy.
Let's see what he can do. That's already going to get held by the slight change. We'll see BZM try to jump in. They'll begin the kisses. Of course, we'll push them back for now, clear out the creep wave.
Yeah, good reaction by Liquid though. They just immediately say, okay, that's a big ulti used. Back up, reset. They can go with next wave. The only thing that changed is now Snapfire doesn't have ulti.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, they're going for the wraparound, OG. They're going to try and jump the back lines. They are in with but the spear's going to miss. Amar doesn't catch anyone. He gets charged. They come in with a combo. The BKB finally comes out, but he's already fallen so low. Uragi's getting completely handled by Liquid over to the side. Amar's trying to kill Insania. He doesn't have the damage, though. Insania's able to walk it off. He'll die. Buybacks are coming out, but they know it's over. GG is called.